Hi, I'm Julien.
Hi, I'm Noémie.
And the van, did you give it a name?
We named it Chipo. We built this van because we love two things in life. We love to sleep, so we got a very big bed, and we love to have people and eat with people here.
I think when I was 11, I saw on TV, I think it was New York. When I saw that on TV, I just totally fell in love, and I was like, I have to travel. There's more outside I have to go and see.
Okay guys, so today we are touring Julien and Noémie house on wheels. Let's go discover it together. Hey, welcome! Why did you decide for a Mercedes Sprinter?
So I think it's Julien just fell in love with Mercedes, and that's why we chose that vehicle.
It was looking very good. Like when we saw it, it was like, hey, we try it and we fall in love. Where it was like, okay, that's the one.
So are you showing us your Mercedes Sprinter?
Of course.
Let's go. So this is the kitchen. It's like our van. Why did you decide to put it like this?
Just to watch the sunset and cook here. It's just perfect. We have with propane. We did homologate it in Switzerland, so it was really easy. We called a guy, he came, he checked, and it was okay. We just spent 100 Swiss franc. We wanted to do it because it's mandatory in Switzerland, and because we wanted to be sure that we are not going to die in our van because of the propane.
So the kitchen is split in two, right? Here you have the sink.
We have the pump.
So you have to turn on the pump every time.
Yeah, exactly.
When the water gets into the sink, where does it go?
In a jug, 20-liter jug, and we just go to the dump station.
Okay, so it's not under the van.
No.
You don't have anything under the van?
No, it's really easy. You can just take it off and put it back. Even when we have to fill up the jug, we just take it and we can go everywhere. We don't have to have a special hose to fill it, so it's really easy. We have 3 tanks, so 60 liters in total.
60 liters, okay. So it's very difficult. Is enough for how many days?
3 days, I think.
3 days. Do you have a water filter of some kind? No?
Nothing. It's like the really basic installation for water, so easy, and we just try to do not drink the water here. It's just for the showers or to clean the dishes, and to be more safe, we prefer to buy some water. So for the rest of the kitchen, we have here everything we need. Here some plates and glasses, wine glasses, and here the fridge. So it's 25 liters, and it's enough for us.
It's only fridge or a freezer as well?
Only fridge.
Only fridge. The fridge efficient? Are you find yourself well with that?
Perfect. We can buy stuff for 1 week.
Okay.
Not more, but it's enough. So we are really happy with that.
So it's very chill here. You also have a sofa?
Yeah. It's easy to be 4 people here inside, so that's why we made it like this. You got the access to the kitchen, so you can cook here, and people can just sit, like 3 people there, and we just had 1 extra seat up there.
So you're doing a lot of appetizers and beer chilling on the beach. So Noémie, you're chilling now on your very big window.
Yeah, here we can watch the stars, or just to have fresh air to come from the outside, and we can access to the roof.
Wow. It's crazy.
Really easily.
But like having the open window is not a problem for mosquitoes.
We have
No. And the shade as well. Wow, so it has everything you need. It's perfect. When you have to take off the table, where do you put it? It feels really big.
So it's very easy, just like this. You roll it up.
Wow.
Just go there. And this one, like.
Wow, so it's not big at all. Like it disappears completely. Amazing. And then you can fold the bed to have it here.
Yeah, let me show you. So to open the bed is very simple. We got this piece here, that comes like this. Then we just take off 1 foot of the bed.
Is it heavy?
And you just lift it.
No, it's easy.
It's easy.
You want to try?
Wow.
Like
I want to try.
Yeah.
Yes, let me try.
Instruction.
Yeah.
Like this? Like... okay,
Just the
bed, and then this one goes here.
No, that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to lift it a lot.
Help Matteo. SOS.
It's normal. The first time it's a bit tricky, but when you know how to do it, it's easy. We do it twice a day, so...
Come very easily.
And with the magic of the editing, I did it!
Like that you got a very, very big bed.
It's amazing, but is this like a custom bed?
No, we bought this in IKEA.
Wow! So it's an incredible way to adapt the IKEA thing to your van. It stands here below the kitchen and it's perfectly supported. You can sleep and have the majority of the van. Yes, because Julien, the problem of the Sprinter that you had to solve is that in this direction is very short, so you had to have the bed in this direction.
Yeah. I was too big to sleep on that way, so I wanted to have a big bed. That's why we managed to find a way to make it like that way.
This is very clever. I like it a lot. So guys, we discussed the technical things, but I want to know your story as well, and I see you have a huge map of the world there. So can you tell us like the incredible places you've been to?
So everything starts here in Australia 5 years ago when we decided to travel, and we rent a camper van for 3 months, and we really fall in love with not just the country but also this way to travel.
So you said you've been to Australia, but you are Swiss. So what did bring you there?
So Noémie always wanted to travel. I was more focused on my career, and I never thought like I'm gonna travel and live in a van. But she was always telling me like, oh, I want to travel. Okay, so her dream was to go to the USA, and I was very interested about Australia. So I said, okay, so we're gonna compromise. We go in Australia, and we travel 1 year, and that's how we did it.
And then you directly went to Canada?
We worked 6 months in Australia, in Melbourne, and after that we decided to go back home because I was missing a little bit my family, because we are really close, and I wanted to go back.
In my Italian mindset, I always feel like that Switzerland is a place that nobody wants to live, but maybe Noémie, you had reasons to want to go away, like to see the world.
When I came back home, everybody and everything was exactly the same after 1 year of traveling, but in our mind, we were different. We grew up, and what we saw was different. So it was really weird, and like we felt a bit like a gap between us and our family, our friends. We were so open-minded, like a lot, and everything was different in our minds. So we decided to travel again. Like, I think everybody who traveled once can't not travel again, because it's so amazing, and that's why we decided 5 years after our first trip, because of COVID, of course, to live and to travel in Canada and North America.
And so you decided to do it with the van this time, but you also decided to build the van yourselves. Like, what's the reason of the choice?
For us, that was a bit the only way. We didn't thought it would be very easy to arrive there and just say, okay, I'm gonna buy this van and travel. So we didn't regret that we built the van, because we really love it. We know it very well. When there's a problem, we know what is the problem. normally it's Noémie, but no, but we can find a solution pretty easily, and it's home. It's you feel home all the time. You can be on Walmart parking or street parking, something not very beautiful. You just close the door and you're home.
Okay, Julien, let's talk about the back.
Here we got the big garage. We wanted to bring 2 mountain bikes with us, and we was concerned about letting them outside. So we decided to build the garage to make 2 bikes fit on it.
Wow.
Here we got the 2 mountain bike, and here it's all the outside things. So for example, if you want to go camping, we got everything we need. And that's my tools. Oh, and we got the spare tire.
All right,
Yeah.
right. That's very important. So I see that you allocated a lot of space for the bike. So it must be very important for you, because in a van, every square meter counts. So
Yeah.
you like biking a lot.
Yeah, that's right. We really enjoy it. It's also very easy. For example, when you are in a city, you can just park outside the city, take your bikes, and in 20 minutes biking instead of 1 hour walking, it's a lot easier. Yeah.
It's awesome. We have the cats, but we cannot ride the cat. So guys, I'm an engineer. The thing I want to know most is, how do you insulate the van, and is it working?
So that was a big question for us, and that was pretty complicated to find it. We did it with all natural products, so there is no plastic, nothing.
First we bought some cork, and we have to glue, to stick it to the metal part of the van. It was really tricky, and it was the worst part of the whole construction. And then we just add linen wool, a natural way for the insulation. Then we add a vapor barrier, and to finish, the wood. And here, really important for us, it's a big window, and we got 2 other here, because when it's really hot we just can open everything and the fresh air come, and it's so amazing.
So now the climate is very hot, but when it was very cold in the United States and Canada, did you have a heater as well?
Yeah, we got some. We buy a small heater in the US.
Okay.
That's a buddy heater. Maybe you know. It's just with propane. It's a very small one. We just turn it on maybe 10 minutes before to go to sleep, and that's it. And in the morning when we make coffee, we start it off.
Okay. Were you comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like normally when it was 0 outside, it was between 7 to 10 inside. So when you're sleeping, it's okay.
Okay.
And with the heater, we can easily get 20 degrees inside in around 10 minutes.
My brother came in December, 2 weeks from holidays, and he slept in here with us.
So you were three inside the van.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he slept just here, below the bed, and yeah, it was really nice.
So Julien, let's talk a little bit about the electrical system which powers everything.
Yeah, sure. We had recently had some problems with the solar panel, so we just buy a new one.
Okay.
Now we got one solar panel is 160 kilowatt. So everything is happening here.
Okay.
So here we got the inverter, so it's to charge like computer or stuff like this. Here we got 2 USB plugs. Here is the MPPT, is the solar panel arrived there, so the electricity, and it's converted to send to the battery. We also got here the DC-DC charger, so that's from the battery on the top of the car, and it's charging when we are driving. We got the kill switch here. That's something that you have to add when you made it in Switzerland. You have to be able to switch all the electricity to transport your car or things like this.
So what about the batteries? How many amps do you have?
We got 125 amps, and that's AGM batteries.
Okay, so you can use only half of that energy, right?
Yeah.
How do you know when you arrive at 50%?
So we got here this small thing here,
Okay.
and we check on it, and when it arrives at 12, that's like the end.
Okay.
So yeah.
But you have to worry about that. Do you have something automatic that cuts the electricity for you?
That's right, yeah. We got a battery protect here, I forgot to mention. And that will switch off everything if we go too low. And that's very cool because that can save your battery from being too low.
How much energy do you have with this setup? Like, can you charge the computer, the water pump?
Actually, I think when we left Switzerland, the system was very good, and we could like charge computer and phones and turn the light on and everything. And Noémie also use it to make the hair and stuff like this.
Okay.
But now we can live. It's not a problem, but with the YouTube channel, we have to use the computer a lot, and editing using a lot of batteries also, you know it. So yeah, that's a bit like too small, I think, for what we have to do.
So you're not, let's say, really happy about the batteries. You would like to have something different.
Yeah.
Maybe lithium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If we had to do it again, I would love to have 300 kilowatt on the roof and make a lithium battery of 200 amps for the batteries.
Like we have.
Oh.
Do you want to buy it? So what is that, Julien?
So that's the CO2 alarm. If the CO2 is going too high on the car and there is not enough oxygen, it will start doing noise.
Is it mandatory?
No. We buy it in Canada because we met some travelers and they said that we are a bit crazy to don't have it because they heard like someone died during sleeping because there was a problem with the propane, so we had it to be safe. Yeah. It's $25 in Walmart. So, worth it.
Okay, so let's finish the electrical system with the lighting system. How did you set it up?
So the first light is included on the window, so we don't have to do anything special. We had 2 lights here. Normally we use one of them like this, but if we need to, we can just start the second one like this.
Okay. 12 volts LED, right?
Yeah, right, yeah. We got also the small here. And it's a cool one because it's working with the sound. So you can watch in our vlog. When you make sounds, it will start moving. Yeah.
Wow.
But normally we use just like this.
Was it challenging to build it all by yourselves? Like, as far as I know, you don't have technical experience now, so you would have to learn a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty complicated, honestly. We learn fast everything on YouTube. We just watch video tutorial because when we start, there was nobody that already did something like this. So it was like the first one in the area. The difficult part was also to find the materials. For example, the isolation, we have to drive like 2 hours to a town. And Noémie find the shop and on internet after hours of searching. Yeah, and yeah, we got also some help from my cousin who is working on construction for cutting the window or things like this because it's pretty stressful, as you know. Honestly, I enjoy it. It was very cool to do it.
Okay.
We spend a lot of time working together, and it's also a good way to know each other in another way. When you are working with your partner, it's not always easy because you got your ID, she got the ID, and you have to make compromise and find a solution together. But yeah, honestly, it was cool.
How long did it take to build everything? From buying the van to being here?
Between 6 and 1 year, but we were both working full time, so it was only on Saturdays, sometimes Sundays, and after work.
I would say like the big part was six months. The big
6
part,
months.
yeah.
So you like everything about your van, or there would be something that now that you have lived here for 7 months you would do differently?
No, there's one thing I maybe want to change or to add. It's a real bathroom with the cabin and the shower, the toilet. But for all the stuff, I'm really happy with that. So we have space. It's small, but we have a lot of room, and it's great.
So there's two last important things in our van. So we can't live naked, so we have a few stuff here. So that's my part, and here is Julian's side, and it's really easy. We close it here like this. It can't just fall off when we drive. And the last part, so this is our bathroom. So I have everything I need here for my hair, my small glass. That for me it's important. It's small but important.
Okay, no guys, this was not the last thing. Now I want to know what everybody wants to know. How do you shower and how do you pee?
Right.
So actually we don't have hot water, but we got 3 different ways to take a shower. That depends where we are, what spot we are, if it's cold, if it's hot outside. So the first one is when we are, for example, in a beach, it's hot outside. We can just take the shower like this. So there, and the water came out. So that's the first one, the easiest one, when it's hot and when there is nobody around. The second way, that's the way we use when it's cold outside or when we are in a city. So we need basically these 2 things. You can just put it here, and here we got some small hooks.
Second way to shower.
The first way to take a shower is when it's hot outside but there's plenty of people.
Just with magnets.
And then we use the portable shower. You can have your shower just inside here.
So usually we only use biodegradable stuff, 100% natural. So like this we can just shower outside with a little soap, and that's it.
So for the toilet, we got the propane here, but also the toilet stuff. We got here, we just find it in Mexico. We are very happy. Here we got the toilets.
So it's a dry toilet, right?
Yeah.
And you can separate liquids and solids?
No, for liquids we can go outside or we got a separate thing. So here is for the solid ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are travelers as you, so we understand that doing this trip is very difficult, but also can be sometimes expensive. So we would like to know, how are you financing your trip?
So when we came back from Australia, we worked for 5 years in Switzerland, and we didn't do much things there because we were saving as much as possible to travel as long as possible after this. And we got this crazy idea to start a YouTube channel.
We are looking for a job on internet too, and we really want to travel as long as possible and to work on the road. It would be amazing.
So everybody go follow Julien and Noémie on the road adventure, and Chipo as well. We'll leave the links in the description of everything. Say ciao guys to our Italian friends.
Thank you so much.
Grazie, ciao!
Julien, what are you doing now?
So we got 2 water tanks. The first one is there. We use the second one to make a better angle with the solar panel and have more power.
That's street engineering, guys.